Hi guys, Storm here with another video. So I'd like to show you this real quick. It says showcase for enter the biggest Pokemon. Well, I have plenty of Pokemon, and it says you don't have any Pokemon that can enter this showcase. Well, that's kind of bullshit. Of course I can enter Pokemon that can enter this competition. There's no limit. You can have the smallest and lose, or you can have the biggest and have a chance. There's no specific Pokemon that have to be a certain requirement for this contest. And not to mention, I have perfect Pokemon for this contest. Now, another thing for this video, it doesn't make any sense, and they don't specify on what you have to do. But let's go to our Pokemon with this, shall we? So, if I put in XXL, I have two Pokemon that meet these requirements. I have this one, which is 82 meters. This one, 72 meters. But this one weighs 23 kilograms. This one weighs 8 kilograms. So I'd imagine I would use this one because it's a higher height. But since they say biggest, they don't specify whether it's the biggest, heaviest weight or the tallest height, or if it's a combination of both. Not only that, we don't know if they're just specifically talking about the highest rating Pokemon that has XXL. So let's say you have a super small Pokemon that's XXL, but that's still taller than your highest Pokemon that's like, for example, this Pokemon. Like this, I would imagine it would be the tallest Pokemon. But let's say that was XX small, XXX. So then this Pokemon would be technically the biggest, even at its extra small, compared to other Pokemon that's XXL. So they mean the tallest, heaviest Pokemon overall out of all the Pokemon, or just the tallest Pokemon, the greatest for that Pokemon's weight class and height class. So I mean, they don't specify, and there's not a single YouTuber out there to tell us the difference. I'm the first one talking about it because it's kind of obvious. Biggest in regards to what? Weight. Pokemon out of all the other Pokemon. Obviously, the biggest and heaviest Pokemon is going to be something like this, that's rock, and obviously it's going to weigh a lot. Or are we just talking about each Pokemon in its own weight class? So obviously, if you have XXL this versus XXL the small Pokemon, it would win. But if you have an XXL Pokemon, if you're just doing it based off who has the best XXL, well then, if this is XXS, even though it's technically bigger and taller and weighs heavier, in that case, in this weird situation, it would lose compared to an XXL Pokemon that's way smaller and it a lot less than it, but it's still an XXL. So they don't specify whatsoever. I kind of think this is an important topic to talk about. I'm going to make it short because this is too important for people not to pass up on what is Niantic doing. I've watched several videos. There's complaints about how it doesn't work, how people keep pressing a Pokemon to showcase it, and some people it works, some people it won't. And for me, in my example I just showed you, it doesn't even give me the option to post any of my XXL Pokemon. That's kind of weird how they're going to sit there and show that, oh, you don't have any specifically required Pokemon that meet the requirements. It's not a requirement contest. It's a matter of who has the quote-unquote biggest Pokemon. So what dictates a biggest Pokemon? I have Pokemon that is both super heavy, like an XXL heavy, and an XXL. Well, actually, I don't even know if they have XL or XXL for weight, just height. So it's kind of weird if they have one for height but not for weight. They should have XXL for weight. So it's just, there's so many bugs that there's not a single YouTuber talking about, at least with the specificity that I'm talking about this. Like, they'll talk about how it doesn't work, and they'll talk about how it's an underrated thing, but there's not a single person that tells you what defines the biggest, period. I'm the first YouTuber in the world to talk about this, unfortunately. And like the rest of my channel, I talk about what no one else talks about, but that everyone's secretly thinking. So I'm hoping that I can expose Niantic for the lazy asses that they are, and they can hurry up and update it where they explicitly express what dictates the biggest. Is it only the height? Is it only the weight? Is it a combination of both where they add one number plus another number? Is it specifically the highest, biggest Pokemon like this Pokemon? Or is it the biggest Pokemon that's rated with XXL? So you could have like this Pokemon and it would still lose to a smaller Pokemon that has XXL. See, they don't specify. So hopefully, guys, we'll figure this out together. Leave a comment if you like. and subscribe, and I will hit you on the next video. Please, if you guys have any information on this, please let me know in the comments below. There's not a single YouTuber talking about this, and this needs to get exposed because it's just out in the world and nobody knows a thing about it. And it's been going, this is like almost a year now update that not a single YouTuber, even the high, multi-millionaire YouTubers, not a single one is talking about this. They're all ignorant. They're all, I don't want to say retarded, but it's just like really common sense, and no one's talking about it. And it's not explained anywhere, not on the Niantic website, not in the description of the showcase. It's very vague. So hopefully someone can figure this out. I tend to bring up first in the world things because most YouTubers just are lazy or ignorant or just don't think about common sense issues like this. So until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.